Be nice. Ready? What's wrong, Bangy Bangy? What's wrong, Bangy Bangy? Huh? You okay? I'm sorry these videos are so boring to watch, but I don't know what you want me to do. This is the process. You can look back on this later when we're officially finding lost people. And say, oh, she went through all that boring work, and now look. Peggy didn't need help. Let me see. Is that what you want? Is that it? I'm just trying to make sure my timing is right, because I was told my timing is bad. I'm trying to make sure that his ears are down towards, I didn't mean to say down. His ears are facing the coin or the washer to make sure that he is paying attention to the washer and not necessarily to me. So that's why I'm supposed to stand behind next to him, so he's not looking at me for help. If you watch carefully, as soon as the kibble hits the floor, you can see his ears go from slightly this way to really focused. And sometimes if I wait long enough, his ears will slowly turn in, and that's kind of what I'm waiting for. His tail itches, sorry. So sometimes I wait a little bit longer because I'm waiting for his ears to turn, and then if I wait what I feel like is long enough and they haven't turned, I'm still gonna reward him for it. I also want him to eventually lay down, but we're doing lay down practice right before this, so that he's really familiar and has been paid a lot for his downs, so that he wants to lay down on his own and sees the value in laying down on his own. So you'll notice that I pay him one kibble piece per property. proper indication, and I give him a jackpot when he does decide to indicate while laying down, because that is eventually what I want my indication to be, although it's not my expectation yet. Because I feel like my timing and his ears aren't perfect yet, and therefore I want to wait to make sure that we're not advancing too quickly this time like we did last time. And then have to back up again. Eventually we will not be doing it in this very sterile way. He did do this training at a training facility. We rented a room. He was able to indicate without a lay down, because again, I haven't made that my expectation, while another dog that he really wanted to meet was practicing heels next to us. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't this good. Whoops. It wasn't this good because obviously there was a lot more distractions. There was a lot of him staring like, what are they doing? And he does suffer from fear of missing out terribly. So it can be very distracting, but as soon as we get through and the expectation is presented to him and he understands that I want you to lay down and put your nose on the target, on the article, on the thing that smells like people, and then we add a word to it eventually, then we will start the actual tracking process. But right now, we are doing what's called back chaining. If my eventual goal in this complex behavior process is for him to find a source, track all the way to a person, and tell me that he found the source of that person's smell, then we start at the end and work our way backwards, which is what we're doing now. This is the end. What are you doing, sir? I'm also not supposed to talk, at least not to him. I feel like my talking right now is not to him. It's more of a distraction. But I am not supposed to give him guidance because when an actual track is happening, I won't know if he's right or wrong until we reach the end. You know what I mean? I can't smell like he can. So he needs to be independent from me as much as possible, not relying on me for information. I was given direction that the most that I can do for him is pay him on time, and I think that's all we have for today. So, thank you for listening to my TED Talk.